I am so excited about filming this video, mainly because I just get to sit here and eat things for the purpose of entertainment for you guys at home. Recently I've been really obsessed with fitness and nutrition and healthy eating. I'm trying to do what I can to kind of eat as healthily as I can, but like anyone else, I am just a human being and I love snacking. I've actually found a few snacks that are somewhat healthy for you. I haven't done very much research about them at all, and I haven't even tried a lot of them. Some of them I have already eaten, but others I thought I'd save so I could try it on camera and just give you like a real review about how good they were, what they taste like, what they're like compared to other things that I like. So if you also want to try and eat a little bit healthier, but you're just a snack fiend like me, and you're not really sure where to begin, I give you healthy alternatives to everyday snacks that I've found from my health and food stores. That will probably not be the title, that is a very long title. Okay, I'll start with these because I opened them the other day, these, and they're called Hippeas, or by a brand called Hippeas, and they're essentially crisps made out of chickpeas, and this is the flavour In Herbs We Trust. There were a few other flavours like cheesy, but I don't really like cheese. My favourite thing about all of these foods that I've got, and when I was picking them up from the shops, is that the ingredients are things that you know. There aren't any like weird code names or names of ingredients that you can't pronounce. They're all like fairly standard ingredients. There's nothing in there that's like artificial. There's nothing in there that you don't know what it is. So they're all like whole foods, and everything that I've bought is like that. These little crisps just look like puffs. Like what's it shaped, I guess. I don't really like what's it's either, but they just taste herby. Like, I wouldn't even be able to tell that these are made of chickpeas. I'm assuming they're just like a consistency of a what's it, but they're crunchy. They are just like crisps. They're savoury but also kind of salty, so they can satisfy that salty craving that you get sometimes. Tiny bit dry, but that's not a problem because most crisps are quite dry. They don't taste like healthy crisps, they just taste normal. One of the company values is that they think taste good and do good can be used in the same sentence, so they're trying to make tasty things that are also good for you, which I really like because the world needs more of that. Okay, moving on. I haven't opened these yet. This is a small packet of Snackettes, the healthy seed snack, and this is a flavour spicy tomato. Let's get these bad boys open. Okay, so they already smell quite spicy, and I like that. I like spicy foods. And they're tiny little tortilla shapes. They're like the shape of a small Dorito, and you can see that there are seeds and stuff in there. Those are really interesting. Like, they're not as spicy as they smell, and they're not as spicy as I was expecting, but maybe that's because I was raised as an Asian and spicy things I'm kind of used to. The consistency of them is not as crispy as the other crisps that I bought. They're more of like a dense, crumbly sort of texture, and they leave a kind of, there's a bit of a bitter aftertaste afterwards, maybe because of the tomato. And they're not very salty either. Like, in comparison to the other ones, those tasted like salted crisps with like herbs thrown in. These taste more healthy, but I think these will be good if you're sort of on the go and you're hungry but you don't have time, or you don't want to stop for a proper food, because these will probably fill you up. They taste like a carby savoury, so they probably fill you up quite a lot. I also bought some proper corn. I'm not going to open this and eat it because I have had this popcorn before and I know I love it. It's the sweet and salty flavour, which if you've been following my channel for a little while, you'll know that I discovered sweet and salted popcorn and didn't think it would work, but it really does work. Again, the ingredients are just popped corn, rapeseed oil, brown cane sugar and sea salt, so it's really natural, really healthy kind of whole foods in there. You can't really go wrong with popcorn. The only kind of fruity thing that I have in my snack mixture are these, and they're essentially strawberries. They're by a brand called The Giving Tree, so I'm assuming they're just like freeze-dried strawberries. The best thing about this is that the ingredients are just 100% strawberry. There is nothing else added there at all, it's just strawberry. These also count as one of your 5 a day. Ooh, they're like, I thought they were going to be slices, but they're like whole strawberries. Strawberry. Oh my gosh, can you hear that? That has got like a proper crisp about it. Oh my gosh, they taste really good. Like, they taste like they have sugar in them, but they don't. It's just freeze-dried strawberries. It was such a satisfying crunch. I really like these. If you have a chance to try some strawberry crisps, definitely do. They had other ones as well. There were like some broccoli crisps, there were mangoes. These are so nice. 10 out of 10 for that one. Really enjoy that. Okay, these next ones were in the section with all the biscuits. And these are Planet Organic Home Brands Rawkin Roons. So like little mini macaroons. Not the macaroons with cream in the middle, but the macaroon biscuits. These are two different types of things, by the way. These are in the salted caramel flavour. If you haven't guessed already, I love salted caramel. The toffee kind of sweet, but also with a pinch of salt in. It just tastes really good. It's just a combination that works so well. So these, I'm assuming, are like an alternative to biscuits. They look like dog biscuits, actually. Look at those. Coconut sugar, extra virgin coconut oil, water, Himalayan pink salt, almonds. So there's a lot of coconut there. It's like a coconutty biscuit then. I can definitely feel the coconut, like the coconut flakes in there. And it's quite salty as well, like the salt comes forward more than the caramel does. But not in a bad way, like it's a good mixture, and then the sweet comes through afterwards as well. These kind of remind me more of flapjacks than they do of biscuits. So it's definitely more of like a savoury with a tinge of sweet at the end, rather than like a sweet snack. Again, I feel like those could be quite filling. This next food that I've got, I've seen around for quite a while actually. I've just never gone and got any. Basically, they're the Bounce Energy Balls, and I bought two. I bought the cacao mint and the apple and cinnamon flavours. And I've seen these a lot, and they're essentially just little balls. They're like protein balls, I think. Pretty good if you want like a pre-workout snack or a post-workout snack. Which one do I try? Let's go for the apple and cinnamon. Okay, so it's not actually a ball, but maybe it got squished in the packaging. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, and it looks like it's just covered... Oh, I'm dropping this everywhere. Maybe I should not have filmed this in my bedroom. It kind of reminds me of cake. Quite nice, actually. My only other experience with any protein bars or anything like that was the Naked bars, and I got one of those. I got like the original dates and cashews. And I like dates and I like cashews, but in the bar I just really didn't like it. So I've kind of been a bit nervous to go near protein bars, protein balls, things like that, just because of my bad experience with the Naked bars. But that was really good. Like I said, it didn't taste like a protein bar, it didn't taste like a health food. It tasted a bit like cake. Surely healthy food shouldn't taste this good, but there we go. They're a nice kind of size to just slip in your handbag and take with you to the gym, or if you're going to be out and about and you know you've got a busy day and you just need something to fuel you and just keep you going. I think it's the cinnamon that gives it the cakey flavour. There are so many different flavours of these Bounce protein balls. You will be able to find a flavour that you like, I'm pretty sure. And then on to the last leg of this video is the chocolate section. And I went a little bit overboard. I bought a lot of chocolate. So I went and bought a few of the Loving Earth chocolates, and I've also got an Ombar as well. This was the first one that I tried. I wasn't sure what to expect. It was the first kind of healthy snack that I had tried out of all of the ones I bought, and it was surprisingly nice. So the main thing about this is that it's got a base of nuts, so this is like got raw cashews as its base. Again, really simple ingredients, kind of a creamy flavour. I wouldn't really have said caramel. That probably wasn't the first thing that came to mind. The texture was really interesting, like it was the smoothest, creamiest chocolate, maybe because of the cashews being its base, but it kind of like when you bit it off, it melted into your mouth. And it's kind of like an almost crumbly texture, so if you break a bit off, it will crumble a bit around the edges, which is interesting for chocolate. I also had the salted caramel one. Now this is probably my favourite chocolate out of all of the ones that I've tried so far. This one was so nice. Again, it was really creamy, it was crumbly once you broke it off. It had a really sweet flavour. This one out of all the ones I've tried was probably the sweetest. It felt the most like a naughty treat, which I really liked because obviously you don't eat chocolate to be healthy basically, but this is a really nice alternative. There was no bitter aftertaste at all. There's like nothing bitter about this. I bought a big bar of this. All the wrapping is made from plant sources, which means that in the right conditions it will decompose. They are quite expensive. Everything that I've bought is somewhat expensive, but the stuff that you're putting into your body will be so much better than the cheaper snacks that you get, and the ways that these were produced as well are going to be a lot better for the environment, for the world. So you're kind of paying for the quality and sustainability that these products offer. The Ombar, this one I didn't enjoy as much. Again, it wasn't horrible. I didn't dislike it, but this is more of a rich chocolatey texture and taste. But this chocolate is, I think, more of a rich indulgent chocolate. Again, it doesn't leave a bitter aftertaste. Like, I hate dark chocolate. I really can't stand it because of the whole bitter aftertaste. This one was still sweet, even though it looks like a dark chocolate. There is a tiny bit of a bitter kind of taste in your mouth when you're eating it, but the aftertaste is really, really sweet and smooth. I also got some Pana Chocolate. Now, these, you can tell, are in the boxes, and they're obviously more indulgent chocolates. So they're really cute kind of packaging. I loved the packaging of the boxes, and when you take the chocolate out, they're wrapped in this cute little wrapping paper as well. The Pana Chocolate is a 60% cacao, so they have got more of an intense chocolatey kind of flavour. They're not bitter, but while you're eating them there is a slightly bitter taste to it. It's really nice though because they complement the flavours that they're with, so that I've got the mint and the orange flavour. The mint one was the first one that I tried. I love mint chocolate, and this did not let me down at all. This tasted really nice. The mint was so strong that it overpowered any bitterness of the dark chocolate. It was more expensive. This was more expensive than the Loving Earth. The Loving Earth was $1.75 and these were $3.99, so definitely more of an indulgent chocolate. Like, you could give that as a gift. Look how aesthetically pleasing this box is. The texture and consistency of those chocolates are so smooth, and they're almost like a truffle. Oh, I can feel it melting in my hands. It looks like dark chocolate and it starts off tasting quite bitter, but then after you get through that it does develop a really nice sweet undertaste. I struggled to eat more than one square of those at a time, which is good because it means it's going to last a lot longer and it will do you a few snacking sessions. The orange flavour literally tastes like a Terry's chocolate orange, but not as overpoweringly sweet. If you like orange flavoured chocolates, definitely try this one out because it's so much better for you than a Terry's chocolate orange, and you can eat it without feeling guilty. And then the last two chocolates I've got are ones that I haven't tried yet. They are again by Loving Earth, 45 gram bars, and these come in little boxes too. I love the packaging of these. I mean, look how cool those patterns are. So I just got the salted caramel Swayzee and the very buckenberry flavour. Which one of these should I try? I'll go very buckenberry because everything so far has been quite salted caramel. Like, I can't believe that decomposes. That's so cool. Raw hazelnut milk chocolate with cranberries and activated buckwheat. Oh, very crumbly. Bit of a sour taste, and then something crunchy in the middle as well. I'm not sure what it was. This definitely is a chocolate bar. It's not a cereal bar, it's not a granola bar or a fruit bar or anything. It's not as sweet as I was expecting it to be, but it's nice. Like, it's the kind of rich sweetness which means you're not going to devour the entire 9 squares in one sitting. Like, 1 or 2 blocks is probably enough to satisfy your craving. Kind of want to try the salted caramel one now while we're here. Let's do that. Let's go the whole way. My bed is covered in crumbs. Ooh. This looks exciting. So on one side, it's like a caramelly brown colour, and on the other side, it looks like dark chocolate. How exciting. Now, salted caramel chocolate on a dark truffle layer. Salted caramel Swayzee. My first instinct was it tasted like vegetables. That's so weird. Like, it wasn't bitter, and now that I've swallowed it, it tastes really sweet. But if someone put that in my mouth and told me to guess what it was, I would not have said chocolate. What's in this? What makes it taste like vegetables? I don't know what carob powder tastes like, or agave nectar, so maybe that's what makes it taste a bit like vegetables. Like, it's not a strong vegetable flavour, and if you try this, you probably won't think the same, but just my first instinct was vegetables. That's so strange. None of it was horrible, like, none of it tasted bad at all. But that one was an interesting, really interesting flavour. I'm not sure I'll buy that one again. It was a little bit odd. My favourite things that I've bought and that I'd definitely recommend would be the strawberry crisps. Those are probably my favourite out of the whole selection of stuff that I've bought. I really love the salted caramel Loving Earth chocolate. That was really nice. The Hippeas, those are really good. They didn't taste healthy at all. Like, none of these taste like health foods. All of these taste like just indulgent snacks that I'd usually eat anyway. And I also really liked the mint chocolate. So these are my favourite 4, I think, my top 4. You can buy them online as well, so any of those you can try. Definitely recommend at least trying those last 4 items. If you have tried any of these before, let me know what you think, or if you think there are any other snacks out there that you really love, that you think I'll love too. If I find some more healthy snacks, I might do another one of those videos in the future. If that's something you want to see, also let me know in the comments below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye! I need another one of these. These were so tasty. They taste like sweets. I mean, come on.